angels, and welcome back to my channel. It is Ray Natural here, back for the second week in a row to help you live your blessed life in the most frugal way possible. Today's content is crafted for the length retention Chebe angel and you. Yes, this is another Chebe Powder video, but I'm going to be doing it different. I am working with my model SisterSavvy, my sister. Shouts out to you for helping me get through this video and being the most perfect model. Now we're going to be utilizing a striped shirt for her initial length check. So that way we can use the stripes as like indicators of how long her hair is. But if you want to make you a DIY length checker shirt because you just don't own a striped shirt right now and you want to use any shirt that you have, check out my DIY length checker shirt to see how we can make you one. But yeah, SisterSavvy is about 6 inches down her back, 6 stripes down her back. So when we are done with her 40-day application process and her experience with Chebe Powder, we'll definitely be giving you an updated length check and just an updated, video on how her hair is doing post Chebe. It is kind of important to put your hair in these individual braids when you are going to be putting Chebe powder in your hair. Cornrows just won't do, simply because the fact that you do not want the Chebe powder on your scalp. Chebe powder is used exclusively for the shaft of your hair. It's for length retention. It's not for actually stimulating growth on your scalp. It will definitely irritate your scalp, cause it to itch, and probably clog your pores. So you just don't want it to be on your hair. So you will see throughout this entire video, I am staying a good inch away from SisterSavvy's scalp to avoid any complications of the sort. So if you're not familiar with any application of Chebe, I definitely have a very detailed, updated application video that I'm going to put in the cards for you all to check out, because I'm simply just going to be referring to these things that I'm using. But in the video that I made previously, it's definitely going to give you more images of how your base should look and how the loose Chebe powder looks. So when I mention those things, you can refer to that video as well. Okay, so now specifically talking about the application, you want to go ahead and get you a nice section of hair. It doesn't really matter how much hair you use, but working in bigger sections just makes it easier. You get a spray bottle, spray your section down, and then you go in with your base. Now your base is going to be a leave-in conditioner mixed with an oil of your choice. I most frequently see people using olive oil. I've always had a good experience with olive oil in my hair, so that's what I use. And then just a touch of Chebe powder. So the base is pretty important because it's going to help the Chebe powder kind of stick to your hair more. It helps give the Chebe something to lock in, so the moisture from the leave-in mixes well with the Chebe, and it's just like a great little match, so you definitely want to get you a good base going. But to be honest, the leave-in that I use is not the greatest as far as ingredients. It's just the cheapest. I'm letting y'all know that, and I'm letting you know it's a frugal choice that I decided to take with my hair, and it worked. So I don't see the necessity of spending a lot of money on a leave-in, which you're not relying on. You're relying on the ingredients from the Chebe powder to kind of get you through this process. So use whatever suits your preference, but I just use Cantu leave-in with the olive oil and the Chebe to help the loose Chebe powder stick to my hair. That's why you put the base first, and then you put the loose Chebe on top of the base. So here's the application more front and center for you all. You want to spray it down with your spray bottle, and then put a good amount of your base onto the hair, and then you want to go in and smooth it through. And then that's me smoothing the Chebe powder on right here. I'm smoothing it. I think that friction is very important to this process. The pulling and the friction between your hand and the Chebe powder and all the ingredients is really important. It's sped up, so it kind of looks like I'm going through really fast, but you do want to put in attention to making sure you are like working those ingredients in. So that's pretty key. So I'm just going to give you all some pointers that I told my sister as far as application process. You definitely want to refresh your hair every 3 to 5 days. That's very typical with the Chebe powder application, especially if you're going a long time with this process. Now, you want to refresh it 3 to 5 days because you're not washing your hair. So your hair is going to need some refreshment of its moisture at about that rate. So you definitely don't want to skip that because you don't want your hair to dry out with the Chebe in your hair. I don't know exactly what would happen, but let's just not test that out on you. So every 3 to 5 days, go ahead and update that. You do that by unbraiding the hair like I'm doing here and just letting the loose Chebe powder fall out and like going ahead and like detangling a little with your hands. Of course, being gentle throughout this whole process, that's key. And then you just reapply like I advised previously. So that's pretty much it. Like you can see her hair is definitely like juicy right now. I just love Chebe powder now, so I just had to do it again. And the smell of it just really makes me want to like put it in my hair. I told y'all it grew on me, and I just want to put it in my hair again. I low-key miss it in my hair. So this is SisterSavvy's hair, and I'm just excited to see what it's going to do for her. So I do appreciate you all for watching and watching to the very end. You know I love that. But as always, I pray you all continue to walk in and live your blessed lives. Be blessed.